everybody a quick intro to today's video, and the reason I'm doing an intro is because I've just watched the video back and I'm watching it on the TV. That's why I'm looking over there. I always watch it before I release it because, you know, like if I've done a cock up in the editing, and I'm always cocking up it right. I can spell, everybody. I just like you to know that I actually can spell. And to prove it, I've recently just passed my functional skills English for the second time because I did it as GCSE, and I've just been so I can spell, but I'm clumsy. Like, and I look at stuff afterwards and I think, oh yeah, you spelled that wrong. I just because I type so fast and now I don't check things. So I just want you to know that. But that's not the reason why I'm having to put this intro in. The reason I'm having to do it is because I'm not happy with the camera. It's a bit jittery. It's not a good enough camera to do what I do. The DJI that I had, which I was very clumsy with and broke, I dropped it so many times. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. But now it's give up, and I don't blame it because I've not been a very good owner. So I've ended up with this Canon PowerShot V10 it is, and it's a brilliant vlogging camera. You can go live on the internet, on YouTube. You can record in 4K, and it's fabulous. And it's got wind mufflers for outside, and it's all good. But the reality is, it's no good for doing what I do. And you'll see in today's video, it's no good for doing what I do. But the video needs to be put out because the video is a good video. I talk about a lot of stuff, and we see some fantastic stuff. I discovered a new graveyard today, which we go in and see. It's in the title anyway. So I did want to put the video out, but I just wanted you to know that like that isn't going to be how my videos are going to be. They might be for like a couple of weeks until I get back, and then I'm actually working. I haven't spoke to someone. I've just sent a message to someone who I know has got a DJI, and I'm seeing if perhaps I can do a swap. This camera that I've swapping is Barnsley now, and but I don't know if they'll want to do a straight swap. That's the only problem. So I could do that before holiday, but if that doesn't happen, and that's fine if it doesn't, no problem. I just thought I'd ask because like I don't think they use it. But then I might be wrong on that score. I really don't know. But the point is, I think they could get more use out of my vlogging camera, and I could certainly get more use out of that DJI. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it doesn't really matter because either way, I'm just going to buy one when I get back off holiday. And then I'll keep this one or sell it. I don't know. I could sell it, I suppose, couldn't I? Anyway, that's the reality. So the video, yeah, it might not be the best quality because it's a vlogging camera. It's not a thingy camera, but it is what it is, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go, and I will see you in tomorrow's. Morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. I think it's about, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's about 6:15. Let's have a look at the weather. I love looking out in the morning. Listen. Look how beautiful it is. I love the birds. Oh, have you heard them? Imagine years ago when there were no traffic. Camera's just died. Now it's charging, but look, these are the things. I'm trying to get the last bits out of this battery. I've just unveiled them. I'm gonna let them dry out. These are the tops. I'm going to do the bottoms underneath. Right, everyone, we're off to town. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. I wanted to show you this, look. Still a little bit pitted on the top, but I'm happy with that. And I'm going to seal them. I'm going to seal it with concrete sealant. Not these ones, because these are just the testers. I might use them, I don't know. But then I'm going to glaze them. So before I put them down on the floor, and then all of that. So anyway, we're going to town. It's I'm going to cut them chairs up later as well over there. It's not yet 8 o'clock, but I'm going to go and park top of Vernon, and then we're going to walk in, and I'll see you when we get to where we're going. And I need to do some shopping as well, so yeah, let's get going. Everyone, I'm such a frigging moron. You know what I've done? I've come out without my wind mufflers, so there might be some wind noise in today's outside video, but it is what it is. Might not be too bad, but I'm sure you can probably hear it now. Anyway, try and put my hand in front just to help it out a little bit, but we're making our way up by Morrison's now. I'm going to walk through the town and come out near Town Hall, and then we'll walk down and see what we can find. Might even have a good look in the graveyard. Let's see where we end up. This beautiful building here in front of us, everyone, in the corner is the Barnsley Cooperative Society building. Now this was built in 1862. Co-op was established in Rochdale, and all the co-op pioneers, most of them, are buried in Rochdale Cemetery, but this is Barnsley's Cooperative Society, and the building bends all the way around and all the way down, well, most of the way down side. It's Wellington House these days. So we're just going to head down Market Street. It's really quiet in town, but it's only just gone 8 o'clock, everyone, so, you know, this is what I do now. Nut job. I was up this morning at 6 o'clock, so, and I think my laces are coming out my shoes, so yeah, let's get down to Town Hall. Everybody, if you're from Oldham, this is 8 o'clock in the morning in Barnsley. So we've got the big market. I think you can see the difference. Mind you, Oldham's got its marketplaces. But Barnsley's really like how Oldham were, I'm going to say 20, 30 years ago. You know, like when I had a bustling town centre, you go in now and there's a few people milling about, but literally the town's dead, and obviously it's only set to get worse because the town council have decided that they're going to knock the inside market down. They've already levelled the market. That's like no longer in existence as far as I'm concerned. It's a car park with a few stalls, and I like Oldham Market. I go up there. This is the old Victorian arcade, everyone. There's a witch's shop down there, you know, I might go in a bit. Barnsley Town Hall, beautiful. But what was I saying? Oh, I can't bloody remember. There used to be shops here, you know, all along here, and then they knocked them down to build this area, but still Barnsley's retained loads of its old buildings. It's so beautiful to see. There's some modern stuff, but the majority is the old stuff, which is really nice. Anyway, we're going to walk down this way. We're trying to find the miner's place. Let's keep going. I've got some traditional phone boxes here, everyone. I remember when we had these on the street and you could go in, the stunk of pee. I don't know if you can go in this one now, but it's got some poems on the outside of it. But what are you doing here on Eldon Street? Your tawny robe, a single hand drawn glyph of prime oak curd, written in the year dot. One scrap of wind-blown confetti stained with an ink blot. Tess crouched over overgrown for theatre. In this vandalised kiosk, nothing connects to nowhere, and ripped wires try to root in the mud. I'm not good at reading poems, everyone. It's locked. And then there's another one up here. Let's have a look at that one. Right, everyone, this actually smells like they used to smell. It's like a universal stink. Can't describe it. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Some people have thrown some bits in. There's an old sign there, the phone number, but no phone. Nice to see that the Union Jack is flying higher than any other flags. Usually, like in Oldham, they've got it running, like they've got foreign flags flying at the same mast as the Union Jack, and that's wrong. It shouldn't happen. The Union Jack should always be above everything. Do you know that in America it's illegal to fly any flag other than the American flag higher or even at the same height? The American flag has always got to be the highest. Look at that door. So this is a church that I've featured before. This is St Mary the Virgin. There's some beautiful graves. When we get back, we'll have a look in the We'll have a look in Graveyard. And over here, I featured this place before. This is the Cooper gallery. Cooper's buried in that churchyard that I featured a few weeks back. Look at that up there, there's no building. You know, this is an area that I've wanted to look at for a while, but where we're going is just literally around this corner. In fact, that statue we need to have a look at, so I'm just going to cross over. I keep cutting the camera out, and I'll tell you why, because this frigging camera battery on this, it's a vlogging camera. Shouldn't have bought it. It's a waste of time, really, for what I want it for. It's more like it's a vlogging camera, so yeah, great if you want to plug it in and just talk to it for hours and hours and hours, it's great, but as an out and about walk around the streets camera, it's not very good because the battery life's really poor. But anyway, I'll just shut up and get to this statue. So for those of you who are not from the UK or aren't familiar with Barnsley, Barnsley is an old mining community. So this town was built on coal and glass. And this is to one of the disasters. There was many of them. Oaks Colliery disaster of 1866. Look at that fella there. I don't know what this represents. I think some sort of house, and then we've got the colliery. My mum and Simon live up near where this used to be. Look at that fella there trying to mine that coal. Remember where you came from? Remember on the land for which we stand. United in this moment is the land on which our ancestors stood until their moment. Sarah Osborne. You know what? I'm gonna have to put the bleeding coat on and freezing. Hang on. Right, for you cricket fans, we've got the statue of Dickie Bird here, cricket umpire. Apparently this statue used to be a lot lower down, but they moved it up because people were putting things on his finger, things that usually go on men's private parts apparently. We'll leave it at that, but that's what I was told. I don't know if it's true, I really don't. Look, you can see his jumper. I think he's still alive, Dickie Bird, you know. Harold Dickie Bird, MBE, OBE, ONSD, University, LLD, Honorary Freeman of the Borough. Someone also told me that he doesn't live in Barnsley anymore, but I don't know. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, but that's what I was told. Anyway, across this road here is the top of what I think is an old building, so we're going to go and have a look at that and see what that's all about. Right then, so this has come off something, I think. This memento marks the site of the former Beckett Hospital and Dispensary, which was established in March 14th, 1865. The original dispensary for outpatients was later extended to cope with the increased number of injuries occurring in expanding mining industry. The hospital upkeep was financed from endowment subscriptions and collections, and more importantly from miners and colliery owners in the Barnsley area. This was erected in 1986, and it looks like either now or prior. This has come off an old dispensary building, obviously, or part of the hospital, I'm assuming, and you can see where the ivy's kicked in. Someone, again, I've said this before, but someone said previously, oh, the ivy protects the stone. It doesn't. Look, it eats into it. It doesn't protect anything. Stone doesn't need protecting. It's stone. Getting on my high horse with that little comment there, weren't I, everybody? I better get right off it, and we're going to go and have a look at this beautiful building round here now. You know, everybody, no matter where you live, I hope that from watching my channel you realise, if you've never realised before, and I know some people have, and I know some people make more, observe more now, but just remember that, you know, in your towns where you live, there's so many beautiful things to see. And I mean, there is round here, and there is, they'll never be Oldham to me, Barnsley, but it's a very, very, very close second. Right, I want to have a look at this because this is a memory to somebody. We'll find out who this is. So this monument is erected by the members of the Yorkshire Miners Association, and in memory and in the recognition of the great services rendered of the miners in Yorkshire by Edward Cowie, President. He was born 1839, died 1903. Benjamin Pickard, MP. General and Corresponding Secretary, born 28th of Feb 1842. I'm sorry if the wind's noise is on, everyone. Should have brought my mufflers and I forgot. John Frith, died 1904, did Benjamin. John Frith, he was Financial Secretary and he died 1904, my God. And Samuel Broadhead was the Treasurer, he died 1897, born 1818. We've also got the memory of John Normansell. General Secretary from 1864 to his death was mainly responsible for the building of these headquarters. Wow. Everyone look at that window up there. That is, you know, I love this building. I've driven past it many times. And this monument here was unveiled by Arthur Scargill, President of National Union of Mine Workers. K. Homer, F.W. Cave, J. Walsh. And in memory of those that have lost their lives in supporting their union in times of struggle. So later on in this video, I think we'll go to Carton. We'll go and find the wheel that was at Carton Wood. I'm going to go up here. Yeah, we'll go and find the wheel that was at Carton Wood, everybody. The Carton Wood was the site that essentially, I think it was the final straw for the miners in the struggle in the 80s, you know, when the miners went on strike and stuff. And I don't know too much about that time because I was only a kid. I was born in 1975, but I remember it. I can remember, look, the National Union of Miners door there. I can remember on the TV with Arthur Scargill and Neil Kinnock, and I can remember our electric went out, and I don't know if we got cut off because we lived on Durka at the time, and I must have been about 4. Younger. I think I don't know, I think I was about 3. Anyway, I can remember there was no electric, and I can remember me and my mum being in the house, and I'm sure someone had, oh my God. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, everybody? Can we get in? We need into this place. Look at that. Secret graveyard. Let's go round to the other door. Yeah, I was saying, I can remember no electric. Anyway, someone broke into our house, and my mum had this, when we lived on London Road in Oldham, and my mum had this beautiful long tan leather coat, and they nicked it. But I can seem to remember my mum being on the stairs. I was on the stairs with them. I'm sure there was someone downstairs, and they climbed in through the kitchen window. So my friend Kenny, I think he knows someone here. Oh, it's the Quaker yard. It's the Quaker burial ground. So Yorkshire were full of Quakers. Oh, everyone. Oh my God, we can only get in. Oh my God. This is unexpected, everyone. I wasn't planning this. Let's have a look. The old Quaker burial yard. Oh, wow. Oh, I hope my camera's got plenty of battery. Mary Ann Harvey, December 11th. Died 11th of 8th month, 1847, aged 31. Samuel Harvey, died 9th of the 1st month, so 9th of January, 1871. Nearly, 104 years to the day from when our Sarah were born. William Harvey, 13th of February, 1867. Wow. Why did they say, look at that, autumn's coming? The graves are very simple, aren't they, everybody? George Edwin Rusby died 16th of February 1925. He was 78. Mary Elizabeth Thorpe, 4th of Jan 1912. 3 months before the sinking of Titanic, Mary passed, everybody. All these people lived to a good age though, didn't they? Look, well, apart from John Bradley, he was only 44, poor bugger. He died 17th of June 1886. So these people, oh, that was with Edith Murray, daughter. She was only 13 months. Isn't it lovely, everyone? What a find. Right, let's go. We'll come back and have another look at this another time. Now I know it's here. I wasn't planning on doing it, and I really want to try and show you the rest of me, rest of these buildings round here. And then we're going to get to where we're going today. So we're going to go up here, have a look. We need to go to B&M, so we're going to go there. Look at that gorgeous house. Shut the gate. Yeah, we need to go B&M and have a look for some gravel. I think I'm going to buy some gravel so I can try and make some gravel flags and see if that makes any difference. I don't think it's going to work though. I don't know, everyone. Maybe we need to get some thicker bags. Look at this building here. It's a care home now. That would have been someone's house, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? They would have pulled in through them gates there in Horse and Cart, and there's a hoist stand. Should we go and have a look at it? Let's cross over. This is I think it's council, Westwood Court. Probably at one point there would have been a big old house, probably called Westwood House or Westwood something. And then they knock them down, don't they? And they put them other things up. But Huddersfield Road we're on now, everyone. Look at this house. I'm not going to pan in because it's people, you know, focus that on a Saturday morning, try and have a brew, and then you've got a nutter outside with a camera. So I've got to be a bit careful. But we're going to have a further walk down here, and then I'm going to head back and we'll have a look at that horse stand. I'll come back when I've got something to show you. Oh my God, look at this, everyone. Oh, look at that kestrel. Do you see him? Either a kestrel or a big pissing eagle or something. We don't have eagles in this country, do we? Did you see him then? He lives in this wood. And I think this is a train line down here. God, isn't it wonderful, everybody? Who knew? Look at that house there. See the black fronted house? Now that is beautiful. Anyway, everyone, listen. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. Don't phone then. Don't think, not phone, camera. Oh, look at that squirrel. It's off. This is like Mansion Row. Can you imagine? Look at that glass above that door. This is flats, this. Look at that beautiful door there, everybody. I like it down here. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Can you imagine years ago, carriages going up and down? I think we're going to head back to town. I want to have a look around the town centre itself, and I want to do some shopping, and I want to see what else we can see on this way back. So I'll be back when I've got something to show you. Like this, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, it's got like a sitting deck area up there. Beautiful, that. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get back to town. Everyone, look at that fella there with that Great Dane. Look at him, he's massive. They all live to live out 7 or 8 them, don't they? Isn't he nice? Oh, I wanted to show you that gate, look. Let's have a look up here. Here we go, everybody. This is an original Victorian floor, and I think something like this in the front room is what I'm going for. Something similar anyway. Isn't that nice? Beautiful door. Right, we're back at the care home. Let's have a look. You know that had that hoist stand thing? Go and have a look at that. It's a pharmacy. Oh! I think this must be some sort of care home. It's something anyhow. Oh yeah, Sun Healthcare. But I want to have a look at this. This here. Look at it, it's arches. So if you don't know what these are, everybody, this is where people would mount the horses, and they'd walk up, have the horse wait in front and then climb on. So they come out this fabulous door here. Someone would be waiting with their horse, the stable hand, and then they'd get on and then ride off into town. Isn't that fabulous? Right, I'm going to TK Maxx, and I want to have a look in Primark as well, because you know what we're doing? I was looking through my wardrobe last night, and all I've got is summer clothes, and I've got Egypt coming up, so like, I'm not going to pack my summer clothes away just yet. But when I get back, I'm going to do a big swap around, put them up in the attic, because I don't need this. I've only got a little wardrobe, Anna. And then I need to start getting a few like nice winter dresses and stuff. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to come back when I'm in town now. Forgot to show you that before, everybody. That's, you see those coal carts? They'll be genuine coal carts, them, you know. They'll have spent many years underground carting stuff about. And look at them, they've put them here. I wonder which colliery they came out of. I don't think there's a sign to say where they came from, but it's number 217 and 218. Everyone, look at the garage sign there, look. That's where the cars would have gone in for the Royal Hotel, look. It's a hotel. The Royal Hotel, it's shops now. I don't even know if they open. This is the White Bear. So the fella who, there's a fella buried up in Worsborough, in the cemetery there. And he was an entertainer. He died in his 30s, he went fishing and drowned, and he was an entertainer here, but I think he was landlord here as well at one point. I did a video about it ages ago. Sometimes I do forget, but basically he went fishing and drowned, and his stone, which I've done on the Worsborough Cemetery one, or Worsborough St Mary's Church, I don't know, it's one of them. If you just type in Worsborough on channel, you'll see it, and he's stood there, he's got a fishing rod. Well, he ain't got a fishing rod anymore, someone nicked it, but there's all fish around his feet. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyhow, let's get into town. I keep threatening it, don't I? I'm going to do it now. Oh, everybody, Coven's not open. I don't even know what time it is, but it is a witch shop. When I say a witch shop, it's they sell stuff that you would associate with witchcraft. I don't know what their thoughts are, although it's definitely edging that way. See, this is what I mean. There's still loads going on in the town, and I think killing markets, as Oldhamer has, that causes a problem, doesn't it? It just ruins everything. Anyway, we're coming out now at the bottom end. I want to go to TK's and I want to go up River Island, so let's get round here. You know that Mother Hubbard's there? You know when they opened a few months back, they were doing chips and fish and chips, and I think it was 50p. They give like 1980s prices or something ridiculous like that. You know, from years ago when they first launched as Mother Hubbard's. I don't know what this is all about. Yeah, see, there's always something going on, setting the markets up. And hopefully TK Maxx is open. And I think this monument that you can see, look at that fella there with the cap on. I think it's someone's granddad. Oh, I think that monument that you can see there in the front, I think it's something to do with, well, it's to do with workers, but I don't know specifically if it's something to do with, you know, the pandemic. Should we go and have a look? So it says, to all frontline key workers, got to be on it, who helped us, including all NHS and care workers, fire, police, ambulance service, education leaders, teachers and support staff, postal science, Spectrum Agenda, building, childcare shops, council workers, bus drivers, transport workers, cleaners, bin collection crews, delivery drivers, the armed forces, volunteers and members of community. So in short, everybody, thanks to everyone. Right, let's get in this TK's if it's open.